if you need to skip this video for that reason, I completely understand. That's fine. But also, I won't be talking about Mother's Day beyond right now. I'm just gonna get into the plants and show you how to cut. Going in no particular order. Here, I have what I believe to be Hoya bubicalyx Royal Hawaiian Splash. Splash, splash, splash. I know it's a Hoya. I know it's a bubicalyx. I'm not completely sure of the cultivar. But I think it's a Royal Hawaiian purple splash. You can see why I would think that. The beautiful, beautiful sun stressing on these new growth leaves. The purple, almost black. I absolutely couldn't resist. I do have another Hoya bubicalyx, and it's new growth. Growth that is closest to the grow lights does get dark, but not this dark, not this purple. So I think they're different varieties. And even if they're not, to be honest, I love that bubicalyx so much, and it's such a good grower for me that I am just really excited to have another one. And I'm getting more into, as you probably realized from my last Hoya unboxing, I'm getting more into selling cuttings and rooted cuttings, established plants, all of the above. So my now 2 bubicalyxes are prolific enough to be really good mother plants. So this was the most expensive plant that I purchased in this haul. It was $34.99. I love the feeling of Hoya leaves. They're so waxy and thick and sturdy. I just love the color. Oh, I love the color. It's so beautiful. See if I can give you a top view without spilling too much soil. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm probably going to take this off of it's not trellised exactly, but it's twist tied to the hanger. I'm gonna take it off the hanger and anchor it up high in my Hoya cabinet, up near the grow lights, so that it hangs down, cascades down, and I think it's gonna be really gorgeous. I need some of my carnoses that I have high up that I thought would do well close to the grow lights like that are bleaching and not doing as great as I thought they would. But my bubicalyx that I already have is doing great up there near the grow lights. So I think this one will do well in that position as well. Do well as well. Next, and again in no particular order, I got this Rex Begonia Zumba or Zumba. For $6.99. I'm trying to show you the foliage. $16.99. I believe the next one is also $16.99, so let me show you the next one, but let's do a close-up of those leaves. How beautiful is that? It's just so pretty. I like the texture of them too. So beautiful. Next caladium is this beautiful deep burgundy red. The leaves on this one actually feel a little bit thicker, just ever so slightly thicker. I feel like I can be a little bit more aggressive with them. But just look how deep that color is. It's so beautiful. I should find a word more descriptive than beautiful, or more unique than beautiful. I'm calling every houseplant beautiful, but they're all beautiful. Look how giant that is. It's such a big leaf. I love it. The size of my hand, a little bigger maybe. I don't want to tap too hard because these are just overflowing with soil. It's brimming over the top. Oh, I want to try to show you the roots without spilling soil. Too late. Spilled the soil. But the roots are coming out the bottom, so I think these are a plant that like to be root bound. I think it helps them to push out new growth, so I doubt if I will repot it this season. But maybe next year when I bring it out of hibernation, maybe I'll repot it as well. I just can't get over it. The petioles are black. I guess I'm into the goth plants today. In general, I love goth plants. I just don't have too many of them. It's so beautiful. These are going to live outside, actually. And then I'll overwinter them inside as long as I can before they go dormant. But we'll see. We'll see how that works. Oh, I just love it so much. So beautiful. Caladium. Next, I have 4 little 2-inch Orthias or aloes or casterias or some combination of those. One of them is definitely labeled a Horthia, the other are labeled as succulents assorted. So I need to do some research and figure out which are which. This one is labeled succulent assorted. I think it's a variegated Horthia limifolia or some kind of a variegated Horthia. Possibly a variegated aloe, but it's definitely variegated. You can see the almost pinkish light green and the darker green striping. Very pretty. So there's this one, and there's this one, which I'm pretty sure is a Horthia, a hybrid. Actually, I think it's an aloe. I don't know. Gonna have to research for sure. I like the pliable bendy fronds. revert to green under my weak grow lights, but we will find out. So the reason I bought so many of these little aloes or Gasteria or Orthia is because you might remember that I lost a lot of my succulents in the past year to mealybugs. But the ones that were least affected, or even not affected at all in most cases, were my Orthia and aloes. So I have been expanding my Orthia collection and kind of paring back some of my other succulent species or genera. And I have a big bonsai style low growing pot of different varieties of Orthias and aloes that I grow out, and they just put out tons of offshoots. It's really cool. And when a plant outgrows it, I will take it and give it its own pot and leave the babies in the arrangement and let them grow out to sell. So I just wanted to get some of these Orthia or aloes that I haven't seen before to add to that arrangement, add to my collection of Orthias and aloes. Let's do some quick close-ups of these again. Last but not least, I found this Cissus amazonica. Cissus amazonica. Cissus amazonica for $16.99. And it's actually labeled as a Parthenocissus amazonica. Parthenocissus amazonica. So I'll do some research into that. But once again, I am loving these lance-like leaves that have the dark purple coloration on the underside. I guess that is the theme of today's haul. There's some very dark purple-y colored plants. Most of these are dark and purple. So I guess that's the kind of mood I was in, or just the direction I need to go to fill out my collection or add some variety. I have not had great luck with cissus before. The only cissus I've had actually is a cissus discolor, which was beautiful, but I got it as a cutting in a swap, at a plant swap, and it just did not do well. So I didn't keep it humid and moist enough, so I am going to take really good care of this one. I'm inspecting the leaves because I'm seeing some almost evidence of bugs is what I'm worried about. It's a little bit sticky and has some white dots on it, so I'm gonna be keeping this apart from all of my other plants for a while to see if I need to treat it for bugs. But it's a beautiful plant regardless. My finger is stuck. Ouch. Okay, I'll give you a little close-up of the front side of the foliage and the back side of the foliage. Oh, it's so pretty. leaves for rubbing. And just do some leaf rubbing. Okay, well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Comment down below and let me know which one is your favorite, or if you have IDs on any of those, Haworthia, Aloe, Gasteria, hybrids, or whatever.